About 2.4 million years ago. On a normal day, a group of primitive Homo sapiens were hunting. The sun was shining brightly on a desolate grassland. Suddenly, they seemed to have discovered something unusual, so they immediately rushed forward. Not far away, there was a pack of hyenas. They were fighting over a giant dead animal. Hyenas were notorious predators on the grasslands in ancient times. The group of Homo sapiens, equipped only with crude tree branches, slowly approached. Although the hyenas were not their target, caution was still necessary. It was best to approach secretly and silently. When they got close to the hyenas, the battle for the resources before them officially began. The group of Homo sapiens remained calm, focusing on picking up the spoils under the lurking pressure. When they realized that the Homo sapiens were becoming more and more aggressive, the hyenas gradually retreated. Thanks to their good coordination, these Homo sapiens were able to get a portion of the food. Every day, Homo sapiens went on several such hunts. When it got dark, they brought the food back to the cave and divided it among the whole group. This is evidence that they had begun to understand and apply teamwork skills. At this stage, Homo sapiens knew how to make and use primitive weapons. And also use fire. But were these men our direct ancestors? To answer, we first need to look back at the Earth's environment at that time. About 2.6 million years ago, the Earth entered a new era, also known as the Quaternary. Changes in the Earth's orbit and ocean currents caused glaciers to expand, signaling an ice age. Ice covered North America and Eurasia. Many plankton disappeared, while large marine creatures increased. Even hot Africa became colder and drier. Tropical rainforests shrank dramatically. Many habitats were destroyed, making finding food extremely difficult. At this stage, the evolution of humans took a new turn. To keep warm and avoid predators, our ancestors took refuge in caves. Low-nutrient plant foods were no longer enough, forcing them to risk hunting even dangerous animals. For long periods, they could only eat carrion, what was left of other predators' feasts. However, in these harsh conditions, their brains developed rapidly, surpassing the limits of previous humans. Anthropologists define a human as having a brain capacity exceeding 750 milliliters. The ancient Homo sapiens that appears in our story had a brain capacity of about 800 milliliters. What many people don't know is that the brain is the most energy-consuming organ in the body, consuming about 20% of total energy consumption. Therefore, making the brain bigger was a risky gamble. They needed more energy, which meant they were more likely to run out of food to survive. However, the development of the brain also gave them higher thinking ability, knowing how to make better use of the resources around them. The appearance of Homo sapiens marked a major turning point. Humans began to make tools. This shows that their brains had differentiated functions between the left and right hands, an important foundation for the birth of language. Sharp and hard tools were used to cut up animal carcasses, extracting meat and fur as a source of nutrition and new materials. The Homo habilis, an older species that was slow and mainly ate plants, was not yet a true hunter. They slept in tree holes or simple shelters. Their meat consumption was limited, and their behavior was still primitive. But as time passed, they ate more and more meat. Their legs grew longer, their arms shorter, their behavior more sophisticated. They were one of the important ancestors of modern humans. However, the evolutionary story is not that simple. About 2 million years ago, Homo habilis continued to evolve strongly in both morphology and behavior, leading to the appearance of a completely new species, Homo erectus. Is Homo erectus our direct ancestor? We will find out in the next part. Don't forget to subscribe to watch more interesting videos.